Dedrick Mills, and he gets nothing against this Miami defensive front.
Making sure they get in the right play, counting numbers.
Thomas pulls, no place to go at the pitch. Well played by the Miami defense.
Gap and assignment sound.
Thomas buried.
Or you can just say, let's go blow it up instead.
Change after first down on the last one, but still managed to move the sticks. Thomas will keep. Well pursued from the far side behind. Good tackle by Demetrius Jackson. Possible. So second down and 8 here for Miami. Kaya throws the screen outside. There's Walton. Got a lot of room. Got a first down. Nudged out of bounds on the far sideline by A.J. Gray for Georgia Tech. For the fresh set of downs for Miami. Kaya going to throw a long ball near side. Caught somehow through traffic. How did Stacy Coley pull that one in?
Because Stacy Coley is probably the best receiver on the field. But one, Brad Kaya is getting great protection. He's got a chance to set his feet. Look at him drop back here. See, he looks at it all the way, but he puts this ball over the top in a very small window, maybe slightly missed.
Joseph Yearby, number 2, into the backfield for Miami. Walton to the sideline. Yearby, the junior out of Miami, also having a really good season. He'll have the ball here and some space. Makes one miss. And he'll be all the way across the 30-yard line and pick up the first down for Miami.
Yearby with a very sudden move. Nice job. Miami going tempo here pretty quickly. They like to slide into this when they have a team on the ropes.
There's Yearby again. He's got room. And he's got a touchdown for Miami. Joseph Yearby. 27 yards into the end zone for the junior Yearby.
You can see there's nothing fancy about it, just a power play to the right. He finds a seam there, hits it. The DBs are out of position, and he's got the speed to finish the play.
So now Michael Badgley on for the point after the top 5 ranking. Big game coming up next on ABC. The 3rd and 7 and running free. Michael Pinckney drops Justin Thomas back out at the 48-yard line, and it'll bring up 4th down and stall out the Georgia Tech drive.
One of those freshman linebackers is able to make plays. Watch him right there coming in, just to the left of the center, as you can see this, and nobody blocks it. That's a mistake. You've got to control the A gaps, at least in terms of pass plays.
Here's when they did not score.
And they're one of the least penalized teams in the nation, so it might be they're facing somebody Miami's got some talent that causes them to try to do a little bit more.
Joseph Yearby doing a great job keeping his feet on the far sideline. Gets a first down for the Canes.
Well, I've talked all week about the fact that Walton and Yearby and Gus Everett, they've got depth and talent. Watch this cutback right here, the stiff arm to get outside, and he keeps going. He's not going to go down very easy, makes another guy miss. Answering the call.
How about this? On 4 carries, 50 yards. You take a shot here, 2nd and 7? Sure, why not? Complete for the first down. On the outside, the big tight end, Christopher Herndon. Kaya throws, complete. It's Coley. Tries to make one miss, 12-yard gain. We check in with Chris Cotter. Here is Walton into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. Great drive downfield, 9 plays, 90 yards, and Mark Walton into the end zone for the Miami touchdown. First, 2nd down and 10 for Georgia Tech. Thomas with pressure coming backside, hit, balls on the ground, picked up, headed toward the end zone. Shaquille Quarterman with a Miami defensive touchdown.
That young freshman's in the right place at the right time. This is an unblocked guy coming off that backside that Justin Thomas is not aware of. Let's show you how this occurs. Watch this man right here, Trent Harris. He's coming off the edge unmolested. And then watch Quarterman. He's inside there somewhere. He's going to find the ball after it hits the ground. Here's the hit. There he is. And then
Good hand.
Quarterman, well, he's a freshman in the right place at the right time. He's loving it. I'm assuming that might be his first college touchdown. I don't know, but take a look. The quarterback has no idea his backside is not protected, and the quarterback, nice scoop and
call. Had a nice, beautiful, time-consuming drive downfield to get their touchdown that no doubt built some confidence. Thomas gets tangled up, lands on the ground again. Are you kidding me? Joe Jackson with another Miami defensive touchdown. The Cane sideline is going crazy.
The previous play is under further review.
Was Justin Thomas down or not?
can't see what happens to the football. It doesn't look like he was down, but we got a different angle.
Looked like he was trying to pitch that.
Yeah, I think
was
it
he
is.
in possession of it?
I think it's out. I just don't know if it came out quite cleanly in his hands. Maybe he decided to hold back on it, but I don't think his knee was down. I'm not sure we get a definitive view. This is a better look, probably. Yeah, I think the ball is probably going to be out because it was ruled a fumble on the field. Correct?
Right, that's the big thing. So it has to be indisputable video evidence beyond all doubt to overturn the call. Don't forget that the ACC this year has instituted the replay collaborative process with the ACC's Game Day Operations Center back in Greensboro, so they can assist the replay official here at the stadium in reviewing this to come to the correct call.
We can't see the ball or the knee at this point. The would-be pitch guy sort of blocks it. I think he was going to pitch it and then was uncomfortable and felt I better hang on to it, and actually just lost control of the ball. The question is whether that knee was down before the ball comes out of his hands.
And is it indisputable evidence? We find out.
After further review, ruling on the field stands, touchdown.
So it was not indisputable video.
Got to settle down, make some plays.
Look at that tackle. Corn Elder. Absolutely stacked up J.J. Green as we check down with our Chris on the sideline. Dickies.
And we're going to look at this. Unless the guy comes off the edge, hits Justin Thomas. Quarterman right there to scoop and score. Great job by the freshman. Another time now, pitch gets on the ground, mistake, but Joe Jackson is right there to pick it up and get in the end zone. 2 scores by 2 true freshmen, the difference in this game.
Miami put up 27. It'll be 2nd and 3. Thomas on the counter play. Plays Cersei. Nicely read there by Shaquille Quarterman, 55, the true freshman, with one of those scoop and score touchdowns in the first half.
Thinking as much. I like that on the defensive side. And then, of course, Butch mentioned offensively, it is this lineup, run the ball, run the ball. And of course, we have one of the best quarterbacks in the ACC in Brad Kyle that we know we can get yards when we need them.
You know, last year when we watched them play, I mean, one of the things...
Crowd pressure being applied also. Kyle throws with a receiver, caught. Good yardage, moving the sticks. Amon Richards with his first catch of the day. Kaya throws complete, first down and more. Richards again into Tech territory and more. Down to almost the 30-yard line before he's knocked out of bounds.
He's a speedster, and Lance Austin gave him a lot of cushion that time with good reason, but he was able to make the move underneath. You got to watch him, but he's starting to get warmed up. He's a guy who beats you over the top or underneath with speed. Brad
Kaya says having direct contact with the head coach every day has been fabulous. There's contact with Stacy Coley, and the Canes have a touchdown on a quick drive all the way downfield. Question asked and answered of this Miami offense. 75 yards in a hurry for the touchdown.
Watch him, he's right here. He's just going to go down and take that seam right there all the way across the field. Kaya hits him in stride. Nobody there, and then his speed, the afterburners come on right there.
So Mark Richt dialed up the pass.
With
down the field they went. Yes, sir, they did. Stacy Coley into the touchdown for Miami. Get the fans back into it again. Justin Thomas to throw. In trouble. And will be tripped up as he tried to make something out of it. Trent Harris, 33, got a hold of his feet. For both teams, first ACC game of the season for Miami. And a throw complete for first down yardage. And more. Braxton Berrios. All the way out across midfield before he's dragged down from behind by Patrick Gamble. Pitches to Clinton Lynch, but he's stacked up there. Nice fighting through the block by the outside of the Miami defense as we check. Just making sure I heard correctly. Iowa State extends its lead on Baylor. Okay.
Yeah, that's scary right there.
There's your headline of the day so far. Under pressure, Thomas caught from behind. Ball's on the ground again. Miami's got it. Wait, one referee started pointing toward Miami. The other referee signaling Georgia Tech's got it. And in fact, the Tech center, Freddie Burden, comes up with it. Apologies if I misinterpreted the referee's arm motion.
That may be one of Freddie Burden's best plays of the day. It's a play-action pass. That alarm clock goes off in his head, but just not fast enough. And I'm not sure what he was doing.
Kept himself driving forward. Tech at the 28-yard line of Miami. Thomas throws, looking for it all. And knocked away. Ricky June had his hands on it and defended there nicely in the Miami defensive backfield to knock the ball away. Corn Elder with the defensive play for the
Corn
Canes.
Elder, their best cover guy. Here we see the pass coming down the field. June goes up and has it briefly right there, but Elder goes up and rips and strips it out before he can make contact with the ground. Tremendous job on defense to rip the ball out of the receiver's hands.
Elder, how about Sam Bradford shining for the Vikings? As Brad Kaya throws, dumps it off to his tight end, Christopher Herndon. He's got yardage down the sideline. One man to beat in a big collision, but Lance Austin knocks him out of bounds. Massive play for the Hurricanes.
Moving the pocket, sometimes they don't always do with Brad Kaya. That's not his forte, but there's a nice job just jumping off to Herndon right there. See, now watch him run through this tackle, tiptoe the sideline, and this shows the speed that makes him a difficult matchup for the Georgia Tech defense.
Plays that turn this whole game around.
Trent Harris coming off the edge, gets a free shot on the quarterback, ball's on the ground, and Shaq Quarterman scoop and score. He's in the country, take it to the house. And then ball's on the ground again. Joe Jackson, great bounce to him, and another true freshman scoring the touchdown, the difference in this football game.
So those plays. Thomas just heaves it into space. It's intercepted easily. Michael Pinckney, the only one there. He drops to the ground. And Miami will be in possession of the ball with 2:21 to go.